I don't know what it is about Into the Airlock, but it just fills me with a desire to say, screw the timer, let's get going. What we have here is Rock Ship B. I really like this ship, despite the fact that all of its crew are rocks and they're slow as sin, and there is no airlock, which might make things a bit awkward for Into the Airlock. It is equipped with a heavy pierce. I love heavy laser, and this one punches through one layer of shields, although with increased power requirement. And of course the firebomb that works really well with rocks if, and only if, you can get teleporting going. That's what Captain Pizzarific is going to be thinking, no doubt, along with their motley crew of Cassian, Modesty, and Sea Fusion on the deep dish. It also comes equipped with the rock plating augmentation. I don't actually think that's very good for play, but it's pretty good for some events. It's also really good to just sell and get an early scrap advantage. We're playing on hard, as we always do, and we're playing with the Mutiny rules, as we always do. Let's go, best of luck to the captain and to the crew. Now, fortunately, that heavy pierce is going to see us through at least Sector 1. We'll start running into problems around Sector 2. We need additional firepower, because the moment something has more than one layer of shield, there's nothing we can do unless we get an additional weapon or the ability to teleport. We have lots of missiles for that firebomb, just need to put it to use. Pizza's on the cockpit. We've got, Cassian on the engines, Modesty on the weapons, and Sea Fusion on the shields. We'll have that as their remembered positions, unless the captain wants to rearrange. Otherwise, we'll get going. We have a medibay. We're going to keep the medibay, because... Ooh, Nebula. Because I like the medibay more than the clone bay. Okay, there's a large asteroid field nearby, and we might discover useful materials. Will we explore, or is it too dangerous? Funny, I thought the rock plating had a blue option for this one, but I guess that's only with the crystalline event. Now, as ever, captain and crew must come to a decision together, and if the captain is overruled, then we go to the poles of mutiny. Regardless, though, we wish to explore. Doesn't look like people want to mutiny on the very first jump. And would you look at that? Some free scrap, a free drone part. And with that, going to the store isn't the worst option I've ever seen, but we won't do it. No. If we get a good amount of scrap on this jump as well, I will consider the store, because if it has a good gun for us, then we will want that. It does not, however, have a such thing for us. It has a Mantis ship with aggressive maneuvers. We do have sensors, so one thing we might consider is setting fire to this ship in order to kill everyone on board it. But I also don't want to get shot to shreds by what they have. I want to heavy pierce my way into their heart. So, for example, there's an NG. NG will be really good at putting out fires, but it won't be so good at putting out this. Heh. Well, bully for them. That was very unfortunate. Our weapons are down. Now we need to get that fixed on the double. They, however, are going to have their weapons fixed up really fast, so we're going to eat another one of those 2 damage rockets before we're able to counter-attack. There we go, get that up and going as fast as you can, and get back to giving us that extra dodge, please. Let's hope this doesn't hurt too badly. That's more like it. Get the breach going, then they're going to fix the weapons too fast. Took 4 damage there, which is very unfortunate. Oh, I didn't notice that they had another Mantis. And what they have now is another breach. So, sucks to be these guys, but they are going down. So, 4 damage, and Modesty took a bit of a banging, but hey, 17 scrap. That puts us 30. What that really puts us at is 70 if we sell our rock plating. And that is a real consideration. A real consideration. I'm gonna have to. I like the early scrap advantage. There's drone control, there's hacking, there's cloaking, but there's nothing really offensive that speaks to me. It's still very tempting to sell the rock plating, but we'll hold on to that because we can sell it at a store later on. Heavy Pierce is worth 27, and we will likely sell that at some point, because although I like it as a weapon, it is really power hungry, so no thanks to that. There is another option where we synergize both Firebomb and Heavy Pierce if we sell rock plating to buy extra weapon power. And I will admit that's very, very tempting. But I mean, we're like one jump away from having the scrap to do it anyway, so we'll hold off. Okay, we've got a mercenary for hire here. Apparently they have unique skills that can prove useful. Are we going to hire them or fight them? Or do we have no need for their services? The captain and the crew must make the decision. I will not. They, however, can teleport, and they have a clone bay. They also have Burst Laser Mark II, which is terrifying. Fight them, says the captain. Smash, smash, crunchy mantis, says Sea Fusion. I understand. Right, the only honourable course is to destroy these freaks. There's an NG and a Rockman. The Rockman means fire won't be all that handy. Let's just try and shoot them down as fast as they can. Hopefully our Heavy Pierce is faster than their... Oh dear. Hopefully faster than their Burst Laser Mark II. Especially since nobody's working on it, we should be faster. But we've got useless rock versus rock combat here. Come on, come on, come on, don't get shot. There we go, that's good. Useless simultaneous combat. Let's just make absolutely sure that we're... Oh, we started a fire there. That's a bit interesting, isn't it? However, they're offering us to buy their lives. One bit of fuel, 1 rocket, and 7 scrap. How do we feel about that? The captain says no surrender. Oh, hey, it's Dark Young saying a captain who isn't in first. This is good. What? I don't get it. No surrender, says the entire team. We're not accepting it. However, I'm quite interested in the fact that we could kill the crew now. Let's take a pot shot at that so they can't revive. I wish to know what their sensors are showing. I want you two healed up. And I want to have the opportunity to firebomb them if we think that's going to work. Because the NG will injure himself trying to deal with a fire and such. Oh, well, what is this? Firebomb could still net us the ship intact. I need you to stay there, though. Ah, dang. Well, we killed the rock, and he won't be coming back, but now NG Man is going to go and fix, and unfortunately their weapon's going to get a shot on us here. Okay, well, we got a shot on him there. The firebomb still gets to work its magic. Right, we should be able to kill him with a direct hit with a firebomb. He only has 18 health, but they're about to get another shot on us, unfortunately. Hopefully it doesn't hit our weapons. Doesn't hit our weapons. Does hit our dodging, though, which is probably something I should reconsider. There we go. He's all dead. It's our ship now. We strip it. We get 15 scrap, fuel, and a drone part. Probably not worth the shots that we took there. Well, it's hard to tell. We wouldn't know what we've gotten if we destroyed the thing. But their ship's probably about to fall apart now, which makes me feel good. Because the fire spreads. Sadly, you don't get a second salvage if it blows up while this is going on. Get ourselves healed up, but now we actually have the power to run both of our weapons at the same time, unless we're about to jump into a store, which we are not. Hang on, we can get through here, right? Yes, we can. We're going to do that. It gives us insulation on our weapons and allows us to run with both of them at the same time. I was really hoping the fire would have spread and blown the ship to pieces by now, because I wanted the enjoyment of watching that happen. Just in the off chance that it does, I'm going to have a quick drink, and there we go. The smug superiority that can only be felt on the deep dish. Okay, let's keep on going. This has been, so far, a fairly lucrative Sector 1 for us. Let's make it even better. Right, after months of waiting, someone has fallen into the Zoltan bugger's dastardly trap. Zoltan are not particularly good at dealing with fires, so we should strongly consider piercing their weapons and then setting them on fire. I'm going to keep... Wait, pizza appears to have been switched out from where they should be. Hold that thought, we want to be able to dodge here. There we go. Yeah, back to position, scumbags. I want to keep a close eye on what's going on in there. They're going to get that breach fixed up. Good for them. And then... bang! 2 for the price of 1, double fire, and I injured them both. Are they going to take care of the fire in time? Nope. And now we can just kind of sit back and watch them die. And by watch them die, I mean actively kill them. Crunch! Yeah, you might think we'll just sit back and wait for the fire to work its magic, but I prefer a more hands-on approach. As he dies, that little battery boy says, "You've made your point, we're beaten. Take these and leave us to our shame." Will we mysteriously take this offer from a dead Zoltan, or do we not accept surrender? No quarter for filthy batteries, says Sea Fusion. No surrender, says Captain. Well, that's pretty good. We take 5 whole fuel and 22 scrap for our trouble. 22 is phenomenal for Sector 1. It's hard for me to overstate how absurdly high that is for scrap. So let's keep jumping away. The exit is in a remarkably good place. Bad luck to deny a dying man his last request. Ooh, this is very interesting. This is extremely cheap prices. These are extremely cheap prices to pick up Rock or Mantis. The 2 scrap difference between them is negligible, but this is likely to be a boarding run since we have Firebomb. The question is, what do we want? We turn to Captain and crew. Sea Fusion wants another Rockman. The Captain wants another Rockman. Modesty wants a Rockman. But Comrade Cassion wants a Mantis. Well, the Captain has the majority here. Looks like we're getting ourselves a Rock. And that, we'll just leave Sea Fusion stuck on camera duty. This new Rock is going to be taking care of our shields. The question is, what's their name? Their name is Sfro. They're going to be taking care of those shields. Okay, we've got some distressed bacon. I'd love to hit up the Nebula, but it's being covered in rebels right now. I do, however, always have time for distress. Okay, what's going on here? There's a distress beacon active on this refugee ship drifting in space. Are we going to investigate or ignore the ship? Now, it could be that it's going to kill one of our crew, so be ready to lose 1 out of the 5 of us if you board and investigate, but there could be goodies. The Captain wishes to check it out, so does Sfro, so does Modesty, so does Cassion. Oh well, who's going to die? Oh well, no trace of crew or cargo. We leave and carry on. Perhaps the luckier of the outcomes here. I think we'll take the high road, since we can hit the exit from there. We've got a lot of opportunities. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then potentially 5 and out of here. Those damn Lanius, says Princess Furfur. Well, let's not be spreading rumors around here. Lanius have been gone for thousands of years. They don't even exist anymore. Right, Dread Pirate Tucko here is saying we should prepare to die. Well, thinking that we haven't upgraded our shields at all, maybe we should take those threats seriously. They have an NG, a Zoltan man. I'm just going to pierce their weapons, and if something good comes out of it, like fire or a breach, we might consider doing more. That's what I think. Oh, well, that's rather nice. We've got some fire going on. I do fancy killing the crew. How nice of you to propose. Boom! Nice explosion, sunshine. Ah! Why waste rockets when you have vision? Oh, that's nice. He is dying horribly. However, in his death rattle, he says, "Alright, you win, here's some equipment." Are we going to take his equipment or take his life? Just kidding, we're doing both. But the question is, what order? Pizza says nope. Sea Fusion says no surrender from the dead man. Igars claims that I'm enjoying this too much. What is enjoying too much? Riddle me that. Okay, we're not accepting. Instead, we strip everything we can to fuel a drone, 16 scrap. Again, nice pickings for Sector 1. And the opportunity to really, really get this done tightly. I don't know if we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, or just 1, 2, 3. Big risk that we muck this up by going up here. But when there's this option, I turn to the captain. So I'm not good at judging distances. I don't know if this will be taken over in the next jump or not. I use a finger test, but my fingers aren't quite fat enough to tell. So, gotta take risks to win, says Pizzarific. This is a huge risk. Alright, sure. If it doesn't pay off, we could die here and now. Okay, there's this rebel scout attacking a small refueling outpost, so we can get double rewards if we play our cards right. Are we going to intervene and defend, or avoid the conflict? There's a mod for that, shows the lines on the map. I consider it quality of life, says Fishlips. But it's part of the risk and initiative that we take. I wouldn't want to ruin that. Intervene, says the captain, and at least 2 of the crew, so that's good enough. I don't know who you are, but nobody defies the rebel fleet. We'll see about that. They've got a pretty crappy setup. And we have what it takes to destroy them. Unless that small bomb is an ion bomb on our shields, because that would be a different story. Regardless, let's just hit them hard. Oh, that's not even fair. Not even fair. Kill that guy so they have less power to deal with the fires. The fire spreads. God, does it spread? Good encounter requires only 1 rocket. The crew are dead. We salvage what we can, which again is pretty damn good for Sector 1. And as we continue on, the pompous bastards expected free service. Well, I think we'll be taking the free service. Cheers. And as I like to say, cheerio crap. Ooh, well, that's not good at all. Rebels are about to take that. We're going to have to fight something rather unpleasant. I would have liked to use this on our shields, but we're going to need to use it on the get the heck out of here. So we're going to power up the engine heavily. We're going to depower Heavy Pierce, and probably the oxygen as well, just so we have all the engine power to get out of this next jump as quickly as possible. Still, if we get out of this unscathed, that'll be worth it for that jump. Oh god. Halberd beam penetrates level 1 shield. We need to firebomb their weapons and hope that they don't get it fixed in time. But Halberd is pretty fast, so that has its own problems too. It's getting a bit hard to breathe in here. Oh, there goes that. And in comes Halberd. Alright, a couple of fires there might help out. Oh, well that won't help. Now we can't make our getaway. Ooh, shield up just in time. We need our piloting fixed on the double though. Well, piloting won't help, or engines won't help with no piloting. However, no piloting means we are going to eat this shot right in the weapons bay, and on top of that, the breach doesn't help. Thankfully the fire rises over there, but they're going to halberd beam us even more as we carry on. Alright, we can attempt to get out of here faster now. Uh-oh, down go the shields. That's pretty bad news, because they're going to heavy us now. Oh god, down goes a lot of stuff, actually. I'd like to be able to breathe. Rock plating does some magic for us. ASB target locked. There's no breathing room in there anymore. The shields are up, thankfully, thanks to these two. Uh-oh. Oh god, there go the shields. There goes something else as well. Alright, let's get the heck out of Dodge. We gotta go straight for the exit now, and hope that there's not another attack coming in. Okay, well now, as soon as you arrive, you receive a Federation encrypted message. A rebel ship has been terrorizing local civilians in the system. Will we go and look for it, or do we have no time to search? We have no shields right now. We have no weapons right now. We have no oxygen and an enemy on board, and the hull is critical, so keep that in mind. Oh boy, well. Our cowardly Captain Pizza believes that his crew is worth keeping alive. However, Sfro, Suffusion, and Modesty all understand that we have to go and look and take revenge for what has happened to us. So at this incredibly dangerous juncture in Sector 1, a really good Sector 1 at that, it's time for a mutiny. And then there's this flow-breaking part to actually have to put together the mutiny poll on Twitch. As ever, there will be the option for the captain to kill half of his crew in a cowardly fit of rage. We could, however, lynch Captain Pizza, but Twitch won't let me call it lynch, so we're just going to call it kill Captain Pizza. We could peacefully resolve this by electing a new captain within us. Alternatively, we could force out 2 of the current crew members and replace them with 2 people from the chat. Wouldn't kill them in game, but would give them some new names. Alternatively, in the next system, we could be forced to beeline for the next exit beacon. That means we're going to take the absolute minimum amount of jumps to get out of it, which is going to severely dampen our opportunities. Still, it's up to you to vote. The mutiny poll is live now, and I think we can even get it on screen. There we go. Well, I think we can. I hope we can. I see the surge there for Captain killing half the crew, but there's a desire for switching out 2 of the crew members. That would kick out... Well, the captain would decide who gets kicked out, but if the captain lives and remains captain after this, we will be taking Captain's Choice, which is going to involve looking for a rebel ship. With the aforementioned difficulties that our ship is facing, almost all of the crew is injured as well. Only Cassian is holding themselves completely together, pebble by pebble. Okay, Captain killing half the crew is surging ahead. Not only will that kill half the crew, but it also means that we are going to have to do the captain's decision on looking for this rebel ship. It has got a bit of a solid lead over switching out 2 of the crew members, but the switch out is surging back up. And Darius says, how will you kill them? Well, it looks like we don't have to consider that. It seems that the crew is spared, but they might just be spared for an even worse fate. Captain Pizza, you're able to continue ruling with an iron fist. Select 2 of your crew members. Once this is over, we're going to kick them out. But that's assuming this ends with our victory. We have to go looking for that rebel ship, as the captain said. Let's check that yet. Oh wait, no, Cowardly Captain. I got this the wrong way around. Cowardly Captain didn't want to. I forgot entirely. Okay, so there is no time to search. We simply jump away. And now he says that Cassian and C Fusion are off the team. Dang. How unfortunately brutal for them. Well, while Pizza fights himself in a corner there, which can't be too much fun. And we clean that one up. We're going to need 2 additional crew members. So farewell, Comrade Cassian. That's what you get for going away against the captain. Yeah, chat pulls up. Let's get rid of that. And C Fusion also out of here. Kaiser says, let me replace C Fusion. I don't know. You're a bit of a good luck charm, right? Oh dear, oh dear. I'm not seeing many other options. However, I do see Soda saying that they want to... oh no, they say they feel a risk. Not that they are volunteering. Alright, we're putting in the good luck charm, Kaiser. And then we have somebody else, and that is going to be Nate. 514. The numbers are stupid, but they almost fit in. He'll be Nate 51 today. Alright, get that healing going. I can't open these up, so there's still going to be a hazard area. I'll get fixing then. You two get on that. Leave that breach as an airlock. Oh, that one? That would be an idea, but it would injure everybody on their way to the medibay. which probably wouldn't work in their favor, all things considered. And you guys get over there, you heal up, and then everybody goes back to position. So we took a real ravaging on the hull, but looking on the bright side, we're up at 5 crew, we've got the power to run our weapons, and, well, if we had the reactor power, we'd also be able to dodge every now and then. That might be asking a bit too much. Back to positions, please. Everybody does have a position here. Not bad. Really though, if we don't have breaches, how do we intend to kill these crew? There's a button right here for dismissing people. It's not as fun as throwing them into the airlock, but sometimes you just don't have an airlock. Okay, Captain's privilege. Are we going to go to the Uncharted Nebula or the Zoltan controlled? We are not well fitted for dealing with Zoltan. And again, we're not well fitted for Uncharted Nebula either. Captain says it's Uncharted time. Very well. Cut the air. Leave the ones who live in the medibay. Ah, an excellent idea from Dark Young. Okay. Placing all these jump beacons would have been no easy task, but now it's hardly navigable. Sure. I really wish I had piloting. But what we need is a store so that we can get ourselves fixed up. I'm going to check this, just maximize our chances of finding one. 14 scrap is only 7 hull fixed, but it's the best we're going to have to do. A heavily damaged Federation ship is hiding in the nebula. Are we going to try and follow them, or are we going to keep our own position, thinking they can handle themselves right now? They might want to join us if we can find them. Hold your position, says Kaiser, immediately revealing that he is here to mutiny and nothing but mutiny, but the rest wish to follow them. And would you look at that, they had a nice new rock individual for us. We don't have a job for you, but I'm going to send you over to the weapons so that you can very quickly fix it if things go pear-shaped over there. Question is, who's going to be our new rocky individual? Sea Fusion says I'd like to rejoin. However, we do have Chaos who wants to join. Don't know how you're meant to say that, but it reads like Chaos to me. Remember your positions and keep on going. Still no store, unfortunately. Going to check here as well in the hopes that one of these are it. Otherwise we're going to go down. There's always one store in the nebula, I think. We just got to find it. Chaos works. Okay. Nothing here. No stores. We really need to find that store. No, what we have found is a drone. A drone that can eye on our shields, then heavy laser our everything else, but they can also hack our sensors. Okay, well that's not really a big deal here in the nebula. Maximize our dodge and try to take care of those weapons, please. Whew! Excellent! Dodged them both! That was really good, and that was down to Pizza and Nati making that one happen. Oh, I should have just dismissed Firebomb because we don't need it. My bad. Let's make sure they can't dodge anymore. The shields are a moot point. We'll take care of the engines as well. Clunk. Again, I love heavy laser, and I love heavy pierce even more, but the fact that it takes extra power to use, and I think extra time as well, is a bit of a bummer. 3, 2, and 18 isn't too shabby. Let's see, it takes 10 seconds. I think heavy laser takes 9, so yeah, longer and just generally worse. I'd love to scout around here a lot more, but we've really, really got to get our way to the store. I'd also like to buy piloting, but I'm going to forgo that this time. For better or for worse. Okay, a pirate ship arrives shortly after us. They're a smuggler on the run. Are we going to attack them or ignore them? We have only 6 hull. We could take 5 damage, but no more. We do still have our heavy plating, but that's chance-based. Very low chance-based. Flinny Winnie says, how do these runs work? The captain and crew make the decisions, but if the captain gets overruled, then we have a mutiny, and everyone watching decides what happens, and it's usually pretty bad. Pete Terrific wishes to attack, as does the entire crew, so we're going to attack the pirate. They are well suited for mashing us up with heavy laser and with that, so we need to take care of their weapons. They're also boarding us somewhere, and I don't know where. They've got a free run around. Where are they going? They're taking care of our oxygen. Well, that's not too good. Kaiser and Chaos. Go and show them what we do to such individuals. Well, we don't take damage from them, that's what. Sadly, I don't know what's going on in there. There is the possibility for us to set fire to them. And I think if they fix something in there, then I will. Alright, they made a swift getaway. We'll have both of you healed up while we can, please. They're not trying to get away, which is good news for us. They have given up on fixing that. I think it became really, really fiery. Otherwise, they would have fixed it. Oh, no, they have fixed it. Alright, so then, look at that. Mantis suck at fixing, and now, boom, they're on fire. If they can take care of that, good news for them. But no, that was the slug leaving. Down goes that again. I would really like to be able to breathe myself. Now that fire could just be allowed to spread, or I could take a pot shot at who is actually in there. We haven't seen the doors move from here. I suspect there's somebody up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could shoot them a few times. I don't want to waste rockets, and we are tight on budget now, so I should be saving everything I can. If we just let that fire spread. Oh, I think the fire is spread there, because they just ran to the O2 room. Could end their life right now. There, that's someone very dead. Oh no, not dead. You've ran there now. I don't want to do too much damage here. Okay, now they're trying to escape. But their FTL is delayed. There's somebody in there somewhere, and I don't know where. But if I just kind of leave it, I'm pretty sure they're gonna die. It's very unfortunate we can't see them whatsoever. Oh, they must have fixed this a bit. Yeah, oh, Caris the Mantis. Is Caris the dying and dead? Wait, where's the other person on the ship then? There must be somebody else there. Ah, there they go. They're trying to fix the weapons. And now they're dead. Okay, the ship has no oxygen and is on fire and has only one scrap of hull left. However, it was a prisoner transport and the single survivor. I bet it was that slug. They didn't really die. They just threw off their uniform and said, "Eh, totally a prisoner transport. Let me serve you." Slimy bastard. Okay, just make yourself useful sitting centrally so that we can see more of the ship even without sensors. And we need a name for you. Who in chat is a slippery, slimy, untrustworthy merchant of the galaxy? We have Fritz saying that they are the Slugman. Welcome aboard. Slugs are pretty good for blue options and pretty good when you don't have functioning sensors, so I'll go with that. And there's our store. Hot damn, we've saved the day. We've severely minimized the amount of jumps we can do, though, but it's really worth going there just to... I don't know. We could take these 2 jumps, then the store, then get out of here, but if we take a beating... No, it's not worth it. Not worth the risk. Public ship... Oh, I like Pike. Oh my god, another firebomb. Imagine that multi-fire bombing. What's on the other page? Nah, no, absolutely not. I think we're going to have to get rid of the rock plating in order to afford some extra stuff. Recall what greed got you last time. Victory. Okay, well, we're not going anywhere without some actual repairs, so let's do this at least. And then I turn to the captain. Is there anything you particularly want out of all of this? Pike beam is very powerful, but only if we take care of shields. We don't currently have the makings to take care of shields. Chain ion uses 3 power, so that's a big ask. But... No buts, chain ion sucks. Fire them up, says Pizzarific. Okay. There are a number of problems with this build, but what you gonna do? Well, now if we can't get through level 2 shields, we can at least firebomb people into oblivion. But that's gonna run real low, real fast. Let's keep jumping around. Kellen says they finally ascended from being a scrub for years. Oh, congratulations and welcome. Rebel Scout bursts through. They mind hack Chaos, and they're going to slug it out with Modesty. Firebomb will be no use here, so let's just get our dodge going. Really hope that thing doesn't fire fast. No, it doesn't. Great. Unfortunately, you're slowing down with your weapons, so let's get rid of theirs. That was amazing. We breached it. Fun thing about a breach is that it stops one of these things from automatically repairing itself, so we can actually just sit back, safe in the knowledge that this thing cannot hurt us at all. That mini beam can't get through our shield, and their weapons can't repair, so they can never hurt us. We could sit here forever if we want. I don't want, though. Let's take it down. Might as well rip the wings off of this fly. Position the slug somewhere. This is nowhere I could really position it unless it has... Well, I didn't check for skills, did I? No, we're incredibly unskilled. It would honestly be best for the slug to be on a system, because then it can't be mind-hacked like our Rocky friend just was, particularly piloting. But it's up to Pizza whether or not they want to surrender piloting position. They may want to jump into the teleporter if and when we find one. I am going to double back here. Hurts the fuel, but I need to do these jumps. Pizza says yes, the slug can be the pilot. But the pirate is here. We got a smuggler on the run again. Are we going to attack them or ignore them? So many smugglers in these beacons. One, says Pizza, he's learnt his lesson from being a coward. Kaiser also wishes to attack, as does Modesty and Chaos. We're taking him down. Ooh, this is a significant problem, and I'm really glad we didn't jump here before the store. They have Ion, they have Flak, they have Overshield. We have very little we can do against this. It's going to take 3 shots just to take care of that Overshield, and they're going to flak just as fast as we shoot them. It's going to take even longer if we miss and they hit. Oh god, there go the shields entirely. Every one of those hit us. Get that built up again real fast, please. Real fast, please. Get dodging. Oh god, every one of them hit there as well. Get fixing those engines, please. And that flak can hit, can shoot forever. Can shoot as many times as it wants. Whoa, that was a classy, classy dodge there. Okay, that's gone. Human and Zoltan, you say? Well, first those weapons need to go, then we're going to kill the crew. It's the right thing to do. Ooh, good thing we have that insulation. Alright, say no to getting shot anymore. That breach is going to stop them doing much anymore. I want Firebomb. They're going to need to work on that breach before they do much else. Thankfully, our slug friend lets us see what they're doing, but we don't need to worry being hit anymore. Don't need to worry about shields. We'll still get a shield, and there we go. Have Pierce and Fire going. Don't know when he's going to be done with fixing the breach. However, could shoot him again just to be sporting. Yeah, you try and fix that, you freak. Gonna let them fix one element of that, and then I'm gonna firebomb them, because then it tells us that there's no breach. Ah, there we go. In comes the firebomb. Bang! That's one dead Zoltan man, and one not very happy human man. Okay, they don't want to fight, they want to escape. Well, good luck with that. Time to shoot him. And then firebomb him to death. Yeah, very death. Ah, apparently it was a prisoner transport. And the single survivor has joined us in exchange for freedom. Welcome aboard, Mantis Man. Very, very good on the crew. Very early. But who wishes to be our new Mantis Man? They're called John Magne, but I don't agree. I think we're going to celebrate Kellen, who has ascended from YouTube scrubbery. I say a lot of horrible things about YouTube scrubs, but the truth is that I mean every word of it. So I'm glad that you've managed to make it in for a live into the airlock. Back to positions for everybody, and then I realised that some of these have not been updated, so we'll fix that momentarily. Pete's going to stand here. Kellen's there. Fritz on the helm. And there we go. Damn, that looks good. If only we had a teleporter. But we don't. I'm tempted to stop in by the store again just to buy some more goodies. It would cost us a jump, though. But I mean, honestly, we could probably do all the jumps. And we already sold the rock plating, didn't we? Dang. Oh well, we need extra reactor power, and we gotta keep going. So let's keep going. Too many crew, time for a purge. Uh-oh. Time for... Ooh. Gosh, these people are going to regret boarding us. They are very going to regret boarding us. How you feeling, Fritz? Probably not good, so just go and let the Mantis Man have all the kills there. Yeah, there's not even door subsystem. Anybody that boards has free reign of this ship. So it's pretty good that we have 8 crew, and that 7 of them are particularly good at fighting. What sector is this? This is the 2nd sector. We've been doing pretty good in our jumps. 1, 2, 3, and we're out of here. Thankfully, we haven't had a jump where piloting would have helped. Aha, there's a black market weapons trader spinning us tales of the dangers of the nebula and pushing his wares. Now, there's no guarantee he has a weapon, so even if we kill the crew, that doesn't necessarily mean we're going to get something out of it. Regardless, we could ignore or attack. Pizza wishes to attack. How have we gotten the extra crew into the ship when there's no doors? Ooh, let's not ask questions that we don't want to know the answer to. Overwhelming desire to attack, so attack we do. Pathetic crew for dealing with fire, dare I say. So let's have them deal with fire. First, shoot the weapons, then set fire to the weapons, then set fire, then set fire. It's a complex strategy, but I'm confident in it. We just managed to breach the place. That Mantis is going to agonizingly slowly fix that. I'm thinking of just shooting them again, honestly. Because I don't know when he's going to stop dealing with the... Oh, don't like that. Do not like that. I got that shot in whilst I could, because that eliminated all of our weapons with an ion shot. Fortunately, he'll take forever to deal with that. Looking at our 11 rockets, I'm just going to kill this, destroy this ship. If we only have 11, then let's save it for a fight that isn't going to cost so many to kill them with fire. Aha, but apparently the day is ours. They offer us 4 fuel, which isn't too bad, but they offer us 8 scrap, which is very bad. How do we feel about this showing honor business? Number 2 says Pizzerific. Captain does not want to show any weakness anymore, not in front of his 7 crew members. Chaos simply says, no, boss is asking if the second firebomb was purchased. Yes, yes it was. Looks like we're not accepting this surrender. We are taking their lives. Wonderful, much better. 16 scrap. I mean, that's not amazing, but it's better than the alternative. I would like to get better shields. Lack of shields has been hurting us quite a lot. However, we don't have the reactor power to function with that, so I'm going to add a bit of reactor power instead, so that we can do something like this. Not often that I run evasion over shielding, but we got to work with what we have. There's a rebel scout here. and it's going to make a getaway. Well, good luck. Fire won't be useful here, but the firepower of our heavy pierce certainly will. I'm going to take down the weapons first, because I'm quite confident it's not going to be getting out of here fast enough to cause a problem. Well, I regret that, because they missed, which means the their mini laser wouldn't have done anything anyway. But as long as we don't miss this, then we have nothing to fear. Captain's lounging in the O2 room getting high, pretty much. It's the only way that the rock people can get high, is with direct exposure to far too much oxygen. Probably puts a bit of age on their rocky, but oh god, that's an awful haul. Even for Sector 1, that would be a terrible haul. But better than having it get away and fill up the exit beacon with Rebel fleet. Okay, absolutely nothing, so onwards to the Captain's Privilege. Do we go to the NG Controlled or the NG Controlled? Top or bottom? That heavy pierce is still probably going to get sold to the highest bidder because 2 power is too much for a heavy. NG Controlled bottom, says Pizza. It's the correct choice, because this is strictly worse. But it's funny that you don't believe that the upper one might have better opportunities for us. Okay, fortunate thing about the NG is that we're very, very well placed to deal with them. They like to deal with drones, so defense drones are no problem for us here. If only we could teleport, we would smash them to bits. Aha! You cross paths with an NG cargo vessel hurrying home before the Mantis fleet attempts to take over. They're happy to offload their cargo to get... Happy, are they? Well, I'm very happy to receive that. I'd be super happy to get some level 2... level 2 shields. I'd be super happy to get some teleporting as well. I forget how much it costs. We can't really sell much to get it. But we might consider selling Heavy Pierce if they have teleportation. No, but they do have Vulcan. Vulcan is very, very good. But it's a trap if you don't have the time to deal with it, and we might not have the time to deal with it. Long-range sensors are amazing. Absolutely amazing. So I'll be having them, and we will not be having Vulcan. It's very tempting to get Ion Blast. It's the only way we could deal with level 2 shields at this point. If we run into something, say an unmanned scout, then Ion Blast will help us. Yeah, I'm getting Ion Blast. I'm gonna fix up with what we have left. And there we go. This is what we do to kill something. This is what we use to kill people. And now we can jump specifically where there are enemy ships. Yeah, Vulcan takes forever, but it feels so good when it's fully powered. Well, what was I saying? We couldn't deal with this normally, but now we can. They're going to try to get away. I don't like that rocket, but we might just tank a rocket or two in order to get rid of this. And then again, we could also set a lot of fires, but they'd probably put them out. Also, they have Medibay. We should just try and kill this thing as fast as possible. Oh, right, yes, that's a problem. Go and help us with that, and keep the O2 flying, please. Come on, we got extra people for this for a reason. No, let's not let them get away. There's no point in allowing it. We dodged the wrong one. And now they've taken out our shields, which is a bit unfortunate. Fairly tempting to get the fire going as well now, but no, we should just focus on destroying this as fast as possible, especially with this going on. Yeah, please stop shooting me. Right, there go their weapons. Now we can take them on at our leisure. Some of you are getting a bit mashed, so I'll get you out of there. Ooh, thank goodness for small mercies here. Don't like the fact that they'll shoot us again with that, but I also don't like them making a getaway. Or having shields, but okay, that's a good place to take the fight. Okay. FTL still delayed, thankfully. There we go. Whew. Okay, we've managed to set a fire there. That's good, they won't be fixing that anytime soon. Means we can take our leisure in what we destroy next. Which is not having any of that. Don't want that rocket hitting us again, please. And next shot should be a winner. Heck no! that drone does not get on board. 23 scrap, a rocket, a drone for our troubles, which is nice because we didn't spend a rocket. And let's get our crew healed up. Oh, you two got banged as well, didn't you? A lot of people getting hit here, but we're still alive. Very tempting to upgrade the medibay, considering how long it takes to fix our people up here. Yeah, drone's just chilling there. Sadly, we can't steal it. And compared to these rocks, Kellen really moves fast. I like the distribution of our crew here. There's nothing important, so we don't put anyone here. But the weapons are very important. We were able to fix those up on the double. But this shows the difficulty of dealing with level 2 shields. That's a good thing we picked up the ion. Don't want to pat myself in the back too hard, but it was a great move by me. Let's keep jumping. Okay, when the rebellion is complete, you'll see the safer world we provide. Well, you won't, but you get the point. I don't like what I'm seeing here. I really don't like the fact that we don't have the shields to cope with this. It's going to be a hard one to deal with. We need to not let that thing shoot at all. At all. Whew. Let's make sure it keeps on not shooting us. But let's also check that medibay. It's not unthinkable that we kill the crew. They have good fires that would prevent the spreading, which could actually work for us. And he's going to take quite a while to fix that. Hopefully they don't dodge this, because if they do, that's going to be a problem for us. I mean, we're going to have a backup one to send in, but as long as they don't fix that. Yeah, that doesn't look like fixing that, does it? Down that goes. Sure, they try to take care of that. Ah, that's very unfortunate. We can't afford to be missing a lot of these. That double fire is going to kill them. Well, not kill them, but they're not going to be able to put it out. And that's just a question of what we do with them here. We'll just slaughter them. No weapons to worry about. I can't take 3 pot shots at them. I need that fire to spread a little bit. It's a shame that costs 3 missiles. Let's pray it doesn't cost 4. Even if it destroyed, spread and destroyed every system, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 systems in 6 hull. There's no way that the crew would survive before all the... There's no way the crew would survive beyond the systems. And the oxygen is as far away as possible. It's a bit unfortunate that we just wait this one, though. But thank God we have these, this level 1 shield keeping us safe. Shoot the doors so the fire spread. Consider this, that would do 2 hull damage, then we could only have 3 systems get injured by the fire, which is dangerous. What I will do, though, is level up shooting. It's gonna have to spread someday. That stuns you sometimes, which could be handy when the fire spreads. There's some seriously good O2 on that ship. Don't know the level of it. Wow, that's some really good doors. It is level 3 doors after all. Yes, somebody was working on it, it would be maximum strength doors, but can't hold fire forever. It's got to spread someday. I don't want to spend any more rockets though. Rockets are going to be at a premium for this. Holy moly, well at least I can sit back and grab a drink. At this rate I'm likely going to hit that drone accidentally. Again, I don't want to do excessive damage to this ship. That would be bad. Oh, wow! It burned itself out! Unexpected. Have a fresh new fire, freaks. The day is yours. Show us your honor by allowing us to leave with our lives. Will we accept 3, 1, and 13, or do we not accept surrender? No surrender, says Pizza. Accept the offer, says Kaiser, clearly wanting to stir mutiny. Fritz is also acting mutinous, wanting to accept. So is Modesty. 3 for accepting, 2 for no surrender. But we have a lot more than 5 here. Nati wishes to accept as well. So unless Pizza can get 2 more on the ball with no surrender, and they're going to lose out. Who are we missing here? Modesty's in, Krellin's in, Nati's in. Where's Chaos? Chaos says no surrender. There we go. Who are we missing then? We've got Fritz, got Modesty, Nati. Chaos says lag. No surrender, no surrender. Who are we missing? I swear we're missing one person here. Sfro is not weighing in. Can't handle these people that are too slow. We're gonna need somebody to replace the slow Sfro here. I talked to Sfro, he said accept the offer. Sfro does say accept the offer. Whoa. We have our enemy at the edge, and we've only come back from the edge. Nonetheless, it's time for a new Mutiny poll. Mutiny version 2.0. Okay, as ever, there's the option for the captain to kill half the crew to assert dominance. We have a crew of 8. That's 4 people dead. Alternatively, we could, however one kills a rock captain, kill Captain Pizza. And then the crew would decide who leads amongst them. We could also go on strike and have only the pilot working for the rest of this sector. We could also, if we so desire, switch out 4 of the crew members. Maybe our captain has had enough of this treacherous crew and wants to lynch 4 of them. Alternatively, we could have... Where is it? I've got these in like a quick copy-paste format, but it doesn't mean I always easily find it. There we go. We could also have no pausing until the next sector. My poor spacebar will be prized out. The poll is up. You have 1 minute. Make your decision, and make it now. Captain's life. In fact, all the crew are... Hang on, I'm not actually seeing it. I can't see the poll. Where'd the poll go? For some reason the poll didn't fire. You're not seeing it because it's not there. Yeah, but I activated it. It says it's currently running. Huh. Okay. And I gotta do that again? I don't even remember what the options I put in were. Okay, so poll backfired there somehow. We'll try again. Captain killing half the crew. Kill Captain Pizza. Poor Pizza's life's in the balance here, and he's having to see this. What were the other ones? We were going to switch out 4 of the crew members for new chatties. So if you want to get your chance to be in the crew, you can do that. Alternatively, what was the other one? No pause until the next sector, and I forget the other one. So let's go with strike. Only the pilot works. Okay, maybe work this time, please. It says poll created. There we go, that's more like it. Pilot strike was it, okay. An immediate surge for no pause till next sector tends to be a popular one. But Captain killing half the crew just got a big leg up there. It would be a bloodbath. Well, it would be a magma bath. Something would have to get rid of these rocky creatures. Gotta hand it to killing Captain Pizza. Pizza's able to maintain dominance here, either through killing or... Oh wait, that's not switching out crew members. That's no pause till next sector. Ah, me oh my. But both those options still leave Pizza in charge. Killing off half the crew would be a big blow for such a well-kitted out rock ship. Thankfully I haven't invested in teleporting yet. We can yet make decisions there. It's going down to the wire between the two. Another surge up for no pause. But the bloodbath is still in the lead, only by a couple of points now. It is lagging by a couple of points. Final few seconds decide it. And there we go. By only 6 votes, Pizza is going to ensure their dominance by killing half the crew. Please, Pizza, decide which 4 crew members are going to be biting the dust and turned into sand. Whoa, it showed me who was behind that. I need to see who was making sure that the crew dies here. Sifro was heavily backing something, but what was it? Okay, Sifro wanted no pause. Sifro did not want to die. I wonder if our... Yeah, Pizzarific dumped channel points behind killing half the crew. So this is a bloodbath that Pizza themselves demanded. But Pizza said that we will not accept the surrender. And I need to check that. This was ages ago now. We've been on this forever. Pizza says no surrender. So no surrender. All the while, they now... Oh, kill Sifro, Nati, Kellen, and Chaos. Kellen, Sifro, Katie, Nati rather. Wow, and that's maybe a little savage, don't you think? Well, it doesn't matter what we think. Point is, they're dying. Alright, I need you dead, please. And for the last one, we might as well firebomb them to death. At least they're off of that, so they won't be able to dodge, unless they have level 2 dodging, but I'm not going to count on that. I'm just going to count on this. Okay, they're all dead. We get 6 fuel and 32 scrap. That's a really good haul. Unfortunately, for these folks, it's into the airlock. It's not easy to create an airlock, but it can be done. We're going to choke out the entire ship, and only the glorious crew in the medibay are allowed to live. But as for Chaos, Sifro, Nati, and Kellen, it's into our homemade airlock as we watch that O2 slowly drain away. So we had a really phenomenal run going, then things got dicey, and now things have gotten dicey some more. Our amazing 8 crew reduced to just 4, and wow, Nati was one of the original, and they're getting cast away here. Tragic. There's still chat window, Jay. Yeah, I often forget that. Thanks for letting me know. This is inhuman, says Voss. Correct. You're not human. That's your last bit of reprisal. At least you don't have to be a human. It's going to be hard for Kaiser here, but I'm sure we can get the dance going for him. Florida man goes crazy, just desperate to breathe. Warning, O2 low. We know it. How very unfortunate for them. Ah, screw it, we'll wait on Kaiser. At least it's the Rockman out there. Rockmen can hold what they have for breath, whatever that is. Do not project your human concepts of morality onto us. Oh, there we go. Okay, with this I can barely keep Kaiser alive. But as for the others... Okay, that should be plenty. First one to bite the bullet is Kellen. And Sifro, Chaos, and Nati are all going down. Farewell. They won't farewell. They died. Okay, well, now we have to reconsider who is going to be where. The Slippery Slug Man managed to survive the Purge. Pizza is going to be on the shields now. Kaiser... Guess she'll be on the engines. I really would like to have better sensors going, but I can't. Man, we bought a rock as well, and they're gone. I wonder where we're going to eject the bodies to as well. Okay, it's neither here nor there. Let's keep this show going. Airlocks, we don't need no stinking airlocks. Okay. They're encroaching on NG space. They have a clone bay, that makes life a little harder for us. And they can also board us, and our shields are still crap. I don't like this. Their weapons are intimidating. Very intimidating. And they have level 2 shields. But I don't want to waste all of my missiles here. Probably just going to have to go with ion blasting and heavy piercing and hope that we can dodge enough. Oh man, remember when we had the crew to deal with this? That was good. I'll just let them run rampant for a little while, get at least one shot in on here. Hopefully we get this. That was not the one I wanted to take down. I wanted this one down, but that'll have to do. Get dodging. Nice, very nice. Great, now the two of you can get on this. Excellent fire. Right, that's such a good fire that they've given up on dealing with it. And now they can't hurt us, so go and figure out what's going on in that ship. We should be able to take them all out if this goes well. This will go well, good. Alright, back you go. What are you gonna do? Well, die is the answer. There's not a lot that we have to do, honestly. We can kind of sit back and enjoy. That was an exceptionally lucky fire from us. That is to say, there were little like it. And great, that's exactly what I needed to happen. I need that clone bay down before I start shooting them to shreds. And they run, and they run, and they run. Hold on, we need to continue to watch this. Doing my 4% participation, says Fritz. Well, you're the one jumping around, keeping this going. So that's pretty good. Get a shot in there while you... Oh, okay. Well, at the very least, I bet Kaiser wishes he was on the guns, but modesty is. Yeah, there we go. The fire spreads. Oh god, this is the safest place they can go. Fritz, defend your cockpit. Good job. Well, isn't this nice? I mean, not for them. It's probably very not nice for them. Alright, well, we can kill them now, so... Clunk. Another fire for good measure. No shielding for them either. No shielding at all. Down you go. Dump. Okay, I don't know who is telling us that we're considerably more well-armed than they would have thought, but somebody is. They offer us 3 fuel-through rockets and 13 scrap. Not great, considering we've cleaned the crew of hostiles, but what do? Do not accept this pittance, says Kaiser. No surrender, says the captain. Nice thing about a small crew, it's a lot easier to get your way, right? Looks like we don't accept. Oh, well, there we go. Breach missiles. That is worth quite a bit if and when we sell it, and spoiler alert, we are going to sell it. I think I'm going to keep pizza on the sensors, because that's a bit more important to us than shields right now. We can get shields later on. Our lack of shields, speaking of, could really be improved. Let's do that. Much better. I'd rather have extra shields than a little bit more dodge. We can jump here, then here, and go across, or we can take the higher road and then head down. And welcome to the family, Griff. Okay, there's a Zoltan research facility here. We can participate in their study and either get a fight or some stiff dough and scrap, or we can decline. What are we going to do to these Zoltan fools? If it's a fight, then it might be an overshield, but we now have Ion Blast to rip and tear through it. Study the ways of mutiny, says Kaiser. Participate, says Pizza. Oh my. Intruders on board. A Zoltan and an enemy with cloak. Thank God we got our extra shield. Very much thank God. That's a more powerful Ion, but it can't get through this. We should be indestructible for a while. Shame about the lack of... Ooh, that's actually a big shame what they're doing to us there. Screw everything else, just go and deal with this. At least we can see what they have going on. Go on, get yourself healed up. We'll do a switcheroo. No teleporting, no clone bay. This is good news for us. We should be able to get the kill. Excellent. Everybody gets healed up. Fritz gets back on command. And as long as our shields hold, which they will, we'll have these guys down. It's just a question of how we want to take them down. Pizza stole my kill. Typical, says Kaiser. Alright, everybody's up. Let's, once Modesty is back in the weapon room, start ionizing their shields and figuring it... Well, actually the ion is useless to us. I don't see any Rock crew member on that, so we can hack away at this however we want. I'm thinking no to their... Ah, that's an NG that I don't like. Not the easiest choice here, honestly. But I do want to kill the crew, I just don't want to spend all the rockets on it. The thing is, NG Man can fix just about anything fast enough. Let's take a pot shot at this first. Oh, okay. We don't need ion blasting, we'll have firebombing going instead. There's actually no need for the ion blast since they only have one level of shield. AI won't defend rooms with 3 fires if I recall correctly. Yeah, but that still means we have to get 3 fires going, which might not happen. It's okay, I suppose, but... Poof. Ah, dang. And they're going to get that fixed up and healed up, which is really what I don't want them to do. Oh yeah, Christ, that undid everything that I did to them. Nice, a fire. And nice, they resisted the damage. So they get that, and then they get that. I'll give them a bit more just for good luck. There. Whew. Don't have the missiles to be throwing the bombs around, in a manner of speaking, no, but in another manner of speaking, as King Harkinian would say, yes! Alright, kill that filthy NG. And then kill you. Dual firebombs is more of a late game. Uh-oh. Oh god. Right, that's a problem. I need this guy dead fast. There we go. Just in time. If it had blown that up, I would have had to use a firebomb. 28 scrap, 2 whole rockets, and 3 fuel. That's excellent. What about the research station? A defense drone and a bunch of other stuff. Excellent. Absolutely excellent. I want to invest that in our ship, honestly. Some reactor power would go a long way for better dodge. A lot of reactor power for a lot more dodge. Oh, that would be good. Yeah, I think we'll do that. I'm not usually one for dodge at all. And another ship taken care of. Excellent. Okay, do we take the fight here and then check these out, or do we risk up here? There are a lot of jumps that could be done if we fancy a late exit with the rebel fleet on our backsides. I think we'll hazard the northern route. An empty beacon doesn't mean nothing. It could mean... something. There's a computer virus wanted for hostile acts against the NG. It's aboard our vessel. They must destroy our ship and prevent the virus. Are we going to purge our system code, or are we going to attack the NG vessel? Attack the NG, says Kaiser, and Pizza's backing them up. Fritz and Modesty are both slow and modest. Regardless, though, they're going down. No one threatens your ship. Prepare for a fight. They are equipped to hurt us, but ill-equipped for it. I don't think I want to firebomb them. I want to ion and pierce them, get those weapons taken down a notch, and then deal with them proper. Potentially with fire. As long as that hits, and... ooh. Good thing we were able to dodge there. Oh, god dang. Yeah, get that in, please, while you can. There we go, that's what I'm looking for. Now, check that medibay. Oh, dang. Alright, they're getting things fixed up. Pretty fast, I might add. Haha, that's more like it. Bring in the fire. Trying to deal some serious damage to these freaks. Now they won't be able to dodge, but they can certainly feel the pain. Loads of them can fix things up really fast, though. Oh, well, that was not the intended shot. Did something, though. Right, we killed a lot of them. The question is, do we want to use missiles to take care of the rest of them? We could. They might dodge. Alright, they're working on a fix there, and they're going to get it done fairly quickly. Dang, they got it done quicker than I wanted them to. A lot quicker. I don't know how much power they have on everything here. Let's try this. That'll kill you. You go to try and deal with that. You fail pretty badly, and then... POP! The NG crew are dead. The virus has abandoned your ship. Disappeared somewhere within the system of NG. It'll likely infect whatever NG ship passes next, but your mission's too vital. We got our 2 rockets back, and 10 scrap and a drone, so I count that as a win. We took a little bit of damage, but nothing to write home about. That reward was paltry. It's probably a make you feel bad kind of reward. 1, 2, 3. Can we do that? I'm thinking like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we can go 1, 2, 3 and then exit. Looks like a dangerous distress. Okay, this was a lure to attract unwitting ships into weapon range. Prepare for a fight. They can mind melt, but I don't think that's going to be too much of a threat. They also can't hurt us whatsoever, so let's try and kill them. We'll just focus fire on their crew. Good heavens, they're good at what they do. Too good. Oh no. Oh, actually that's a bit more of a threat because I can't deal with that. That'll destroy our sensors. Or it'll at least injure our sensors. Come on, could we land one hit, please? There we go, that's more like what I'm talking about. Let's get you 2 healed up. And enjoy the prospect of these guys suffering horribly. That's another fire for them. Back to positions, please. Oh, wow. That can't be good news for them. Fine, try and take down the shields, and I shall respond by taking them down entirely. They're all dead. We strip it for so-so supplies. Ship's fine, nobody's hurt. Let's keep on going. We got a beeline for the exit now, unless we want to maximize risk and reward. We don't really have what it takes to maximize risky biscuits on the fleet, or do we? Captain, do you want to beeline for the exit and probably get out of here safe? Or do you want to maximize our jumps, then risk it for a biscuit on the exit? It's up to the captain. That way I insure myself against, well, a lot of things. We'd be able to do 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps instead of 1, 2, 3 jumps. I value my crew's lives. We won't face the rebels again. Okay. It's up to you, Captain Pizza, but cowardice cost you a mutiny before. Hey, free schematic samples. Be sure to visit our new military-grade drone store. Shield Overcharger is rubbish, but we will certainly sell it for what it's worth. He values his own life, says Kaiser. Fair enough. Okay, there's a dense asteroid field with a distress call. Are we going to go and search for the ship, or do we think that it's too dangerous and we'll avoid? We have the hull for it, but we don't have our rock plating anymore. Captain Pizza wishes to search it. Modesty wishes to avoid. Kaiser wishes to avoid. What say Fritz? Fritz also wants to avoid. This event is phenomenally good, and yet we have the crew all wishing to avoid. Man, this captain cannot catch a break. It is time, once again, for a mutiny. Is this the third or the fourth one? I think it's the third, right? We'll just call it Mutiny 3.0. Okay, the captain could once again slice the crew in half. That would involve killing off 2 of his precious crew members. We could alternatively lynch Captain Pizza, 3rd time's a charm. We could peacefully resolve this by electing a new captain. Maybe you don't like Pizza's rulership, but you also don't fancy bringing our paltry crew down to skeletal. What we could also do is beeline for the exit beacon in the next sector, or we could have no pause in the next sector. The poll, as they say, is up, and it's up to you to decide. And we can even get it on screen, right? Yeah, man, I always keep it up too long, but I never know how to get it up in the first place. Captain killing half the crew is doing really good, but there's a lot of desire to kill Captain Pizza, not to mention a bit of love for the no pause. There's no desire for peaceful solutions of electing a new captain or beelining the exit beacon. Now, if Pizza survives and remains in charge, then we will search for the ship. But if Pizza is no longer captain at the end of this decision, then we're going to avoid the area, so do keep that in mind. No pausing would keep Pizza in charge. Killing Captain Pizza or electing a new captain would bring him down. But it seems that Pizza's gonna have a pretty lonely journey here. Huge amount of desire for the captain killing half the crew again. I don't know why this crew is so suicidal. Frozen Kaiser is yelling, kill the captain, destroy him. But I'm afraid the shoe is on the other pebble now. The captain once again kills half the crew. So I turn to you, Pizza, and say, who is eating the airlock? Well, that was really fun, wasn't it? Why don't we check and see who contributed heavily to this? I'm seeing 12,000 point contributions from Frozen Kaiser. I mean, points are free, but what better way to use them? And he dumped them all on killing the captain. However, captain killing half the crew was heavily backed up by Doc Spengler, Rinks, but not at all by the captain himself. I think he ran out of that. Oh wow, Scipio was behind killing the captain again, but the power of Scipio wasn't enough for this. So Pizza says Modesty and Fritz are out. He's keeping Kaiser? That is a recipe for disaster. Then again, if there's only 2 crew, the captain rules with absolute authority. Let's get rid of that, and let's remember that with the captain in charge, we will be searching for that ship. And thanks, Captain, we took 5 hull damage for that. Okay, there's... it would take forever to drown them out of this, so what we're just going to do is say, let's double check. Modesty and Fritz are out. Modesty is out. Fritz is out. We don't have a pilot. We don't have our heavily trained weapons man. All we have is Pizza piloting and Kaiser on the engines. And Kaiser isn't even very good at the engines. Man, we put a lot of effort into getting all that crew, and now they're all gone. At least we can get to the exit. We're gonna need that. How many crew have we had to kill now? 6? Okay, we can sell missiles for scrap. This is up to the captain. I'm not gonna make this decision. Depends how much fire he wants to start. Scrap for missiles is a great deal for you usually, but in this case, you probably want them for killing the crews. Crew's a crutch, says Demon. Cares for the lives of his crew, murders and mind wipes 8 crew. Oh yeah, he mind wiped 2 of them as well. We need the fire. Okay, Pizza says we're ignoring the station. Frozen Kaiser uselessly says cell 5. Once again, Kaiser has failed. I see now he's slimier than a slug, says Modesty. Ain't he just? Okay, Captain's Privilege, Uncharted Nebula, or another NG-controlled sector. We do need crew. Not sure how many crew are out in that Uncharted Nebula. The NG must die, says Pizza. Very well. They can put out fires pretty well, but they're fairly squishy. Okay, a store, another store, and we do have a breach bomb to sell. Hell, we have a lot of things to sell, so we're selling. We need crew. We badly need crew. This is not crew. Hull repair is rather nice, but we don't have a drone system. Ah, we could have a drone system. We could have a... Oh man, that's a strategy in and itself. Drone recovery arm with drone control system, especially with hull repair, but we can't afford it all. Let's start by selling breach and selling shield, and strongly consider buying drone control. We have a lot of drones. A heck of a lot of drones. We might need drones to supplement our crew at this point. There is another shop, says Chaos. Yes, but what would that shop sell us that's better than drone control? We have a lot of weapons. Pre-ignited firebombs. Yeah, but pre-igniter is incredibly expensive. If we have drone control, we can make ourselves fairly immune to rockets. Oh, and of course... we can't afford both. Or can we? Drone recovery arm is a strategy in and itself. Could we sell a fire to afford it? Yes, we could sell 25 would bring us up to 141, which is just enough to get drone and drone recovery and drone control. Or the free drone. Yeah, we could sell defense drone as well, but the point of having... Oh, the free drone that we get. Yes, we could sell that. That would allow us to get drone recovery arm, but then we wouldn't have a combat drone, which might be very useful. 2 firebombs seems cool, but we no longer have crew to teleport in to make that super good. I'm afraid we're going to have to sell the firebomb so that we can buy drone recovery arm. There we go. We have massively refitted out our ship here. Time will tell if this works to our benefit or not. Very unfortunate, but somebody decided to kill and mind wipe 8 crew, Pizza, don't know who, and now we're left with this. This is not how Rock B is meant to go, but it's how it has to go. Wish I'd bought some hull. Okay. We overhear Mantis comm chatter. One on the right starting to rot. Take him down, take off his fingers, put him out the airlock. They certainly don't seem to be too friendly. They got a big rocket that now can't hurt us because of our defense drone, unless it gets lucky. But they also teleport on us, and we don't have much of an anti-boarding crew. Pizza wishes to attack the ship, and Pizza has right of way. Okay, we don't know what's going on there. Our slug used to tell us what's happening on these ships. So what are we going to do? Well, we don't need to dodge that much. We're going to defense against that. And I'm probably not going to firebomb, but if they're Manti, there's not a lot they can do against us. I only need 1 level of shield, so we can... Yeah, we could probably just do this and be fine. Alright, they're going to board us. Hopefully we kill them fast enough. Okay, good, just 1. Don't you hurt our shields now. I don't like that weapon. Oh god, they hit our defense drone. Thank god we just hit their rockets. Okay, also thank goodness our drone actually survived. Check out what's going on there. Yeah, go figure he's healing up. Heal that up. And the thing is they will, which is unfortunate. It's a very good Medibay, level 3. size of that rocket's immense. And they're back, but that's the best place they could be attacking us in. Ooh, right, not enough power for that. We don't need to breathe. Or really dodge. In fact, dodge is doing a whole lot of not much for us right now. Well, that's that one dead at least. It's still hard to kill these guys, so we're just going to take them out altogether. Stop them from dodging as well. There, should be a freebie. Get everybody repaired, back to positions, and slaughter that ship, please. Okay, not great, but we'll have to make do with it. And we do get our defense drone back when we jump, because we... Wait, what? Oh, that's right. You need to remember your new position, don't you? Ah, painful stuff. Very painful stuff. I'd like to go to the store and get our hull repaired. Really, hull is in a bad state. I think I'll do this jump, then the store. To be fair, if the crew had just agreed with the captain, they wouldn't be dead. Yeah, the crew definitely orchestrated that mutiny. I've heard before that crew actually whisper to each other to arrange the mutinies, but in this time it just killed a whole lot of them. Oh god, another computer virus! Are we going to purge the code or attack the NG vessel? We only have one firebomb now, but with defense and combat, they'd need some pretty heavy guns to pierce through us. What do we do? Captain Pizza. With no attention paid to the Kaiser, because he can't overthrow a captain on his own. Esfero says it was not my intention to kill myself, and yet you killed yourself. I am very intelligent. Okay, Pizza says we attack them. That we do. I mentioned that they would have to be fairly powerful to take us down. Well, they have anti-combat drone and a very good defense drone. We can't hurt them. If we drone, our drone gets shot dead. Whenever we attack them... No, that's not necessarily true. We could firebomb them to death. Check that lack of medibay. But it could take forever and cost a lot of rockets to do so. Find out how many are over there, otherwise prepare to jump away. These won't help, so ready the firebomb. Oh, I'm gonna wish I had that extra dodge for this attack that's incoming, but I need to know if this is something worth fighting for or not. Okay, all we need to do is dodge one and get our shields up before Pike comes and ruins our day. We quietly plotted this time. The voices of our desire for revolution were heard loud and proudly, says Sea Fusion. Very well. If we firebomb them, there's a very high chance they're just going to put it out. There are a lot of them. It would cost a lot, and the rewards are fairly meager on this one, I believe, so we're just going to get away. There's no point wasting all of our rockets that may be needed for a much meatier reward down the line. Does mean we have to keep dodging, though. Good. Whew. Love having that shield up. Pike is very powerful, but only if the shields are down. If it ain't down, doesn't do a whole lot. Dodge one. All you had to do was dodge one. Tempting distress, but let's hit up that store and get some hull repaired. Crew teleporter was amazing when we had crew. We don't have crew anymore. NG's just lining up to be shot dead. No, I'm just here for some repairs. We need repairs pretty badly. It's funny because this is really stopping us from building up a ship that's flagship ready. Still though, there are a few materials in the space station that we're going to hack down and use them supposedly for our mission. Not buying crew to Mutiny. With what? We had no scrap to buy them. They lack a certain aesthetic emphasis on their constructions, but they're a model of efficiency, these NG. No, good for them. Not so good for us. Alright, let's take the ship encounters when and where we can. Alright, they're refusing all hails. They want to fight. I'm going to have a very hard time dealing with this, but not an impossible time. What we could do is outlast them so they lose all their rockets. Find out what's going on inside their ship. and then tear them apart from the inside. We can use combat drone with ion and... Thought that wasn't going to hit. Oh, for the love of God, how does that keep happening? Ah! How does that keep happening? Okay. Combat drone, ion blast, and heavy pierce. We're gonna kill this crew if we can. There's a bug in the game that if the missile approaches from this side, the defense drone won't target it until it hits about here. Don't know how many rockets they have. I'm hoping not many. Pizza's learning how to dodge. They had to eventually. Hacking would be amazing, says Scrub Theo. Yeah, hacking with firebomb could be really good. Force the people to stay in with the fire. But hacking costs a lot of scrap. Costs drones too. Okay, they're out of rockets. We don't need defense drone anymore. Instead we have combat. We fire up the ion blast. Fire up the heavy pierce. Fire up the med bay and get you medied up. And once you're medied up, I want vision on the inside again. Where are we going to shoot first? I want that NG of theirs dead. Because the NG can fix. Actually, maybe that's all the better to go away from the NG, because the NG can quickly take care of whatever's shot a bit too fast. Down and hang on now. We'll have it down, it's just a question of when. When we eventually manage to execute pizza, you need to name the episode Nth Times the Charm, but then it wouldn't be pizza related. Besides, I like to let the captains name their runs, so pizza will be able to choose the name. Although I don't advertise that very well, do I? Good God, they're good at dodging. I don't like their pilot at all. Just as well we're not wasting firebombs on them, though. There we go, get some fire going on them for a change. Yeah, sadly they're able to take care of that nice and easily. This guy's a lot worse at doing his job, so... Pop! You've clearly bested us and we merely request our lives. They do offer 6 rockets, which is something to consider, but only 16 scrap. Only. It's not for me to decide, it's for Captain Pizza. Pah! He says, leave them alive. Well, looks like he wants those 6 rockets. It's not the worst deal. It does open up a lot more killing for us to do. At least this can't cause a mutiny, says H-Dog. Yeah, indeed. I mean, it would be really overpowered for mutiny if 2 people could result in one. Right, 1, 2, 3 and out of here. I don't think we have the power for that. I think it's going to have to be 1, 2 and gone. Okay, Federation scum. We waited a long time for this. Which captain? The one that makes it to the end, of course. Okay, they have a beam drone, and a regular drone, and a rocket, and a... Basically, it's a very not good day for us here. Ion and Heavy Pierce can deal with this. Let's get dodging as best we can, and when they fire that... I'm gonna forget it, haven't I? Let's get the defense drone going already. I don't like this at all. Ah, see, it came from the side, so we weren't able to get it in time. Well, that's not all we're not getting in time. please stop. Okay, good, the important drone was killed. Still doing damage though. I sure don't like that. Oh, this is a nice opportunity to... Ah, missed. Oh, also not good. Fire. We appear to be on very fire. Man, they got drones for days, don't they? They also have Clone Bay. Please take care of the fire. Fire's spreading. I don't like that. There's a lot of things I don't like about this. Mostly the fire, though. Oh god, oh god, oh god, it's spreading. And I hear the sound of them turning into more. They're cloning, and that thing's fully charged as well. Right, let's take care of this, because then it'll spread to our drones if we're not careful. Oh, but it could spread to the... I don't like this at all. There. Stop having those lasers come in. Alright, forget the dodging. Deal with the fires, please. There. Down they go. Substantial, but get dancing, rock friends. Let Kaiser put out the fire until he dies. Rock men are unaffected by fire. Oh, jeez. Okay, all dealt with. Let's enjoy some healing. Keep on going. Door upgrade might be good, says Amburino. We don't even... Oh, well, I can forgive you because the chat is covering. We don't even have a door system. There's nothing to upgrade. Yeah, I think this is the only ship without a door system. So, there you go. The more you know. We'd have to buy it in a store, and we have not found one in a store. Alright, we'll check out the distress before the end here. Okay, we're being overrun by giant alien spiders. If Pizza really wanted a solo run, they could go for this in the 50-50 chance that Kaiser is the one that dies, because this will 100% kill a crew. It's actually 50-50, but 100% of the time it will kill crew. Leave them alone. Kaiser must live, says Pizza. Okay, can't risk fighting unknown aliens on every backwater. Let's get out of this awful system. Okay, nice. Loyalist settlement gives us supplies. We're actually looking pretty good on the scrap, but we're going to save that, because if we get something like hacking, that'll help us out a whole lot. Now, where do we go? The Slughome Nebula? We're not really fit for slugs. Or the NG controlled? We've kind of found out we're not really fit for NG either. Our offensive capabilities have not grown to match the situation that we find ourselves in. Pizza says kill more NG. Going for a very green route, but to be fair on our captain, they don't have a lot of choice. Manti have been threatening NG core worlds, but should be able to stock up. Apparently. We're nearby a sun here. Normally that would be fine for rock crew, but no doors, no real hope. Let's try not to go for that and just go for the unknown ship instead. Or we could take the low route. A lot more choices opened up there. Ship looks grim, says Ine. Yeah, it kind of is. The Zoltan Research Facility. They want to check us out. Are we going to participate or decline? Also, now that we desperately need crew, notice how we've been getting no crew. We were inundated with them before. Captain demands to participate, and hey, 19 scrap for nothing is my favorite kind of scrap for nothing. It's tempting to upgrade the ship, but I'm going to hold off. No, we need a little bit more power right now. Lack of power is a bit deadly. Ah, Shall we investigate this dense asteroid field or avoid the area? What do we do? Why is Kaiser even voting for decisions? Because he needs to try and clamber his way to relevance. Pizza demands that we search. Oh, well, here we go. There's something coated with ice or crystal, but also a stasis... weapons or stasis pod. Either we get the weapon and scrap, pretty good, or we get a stasis chamber, where if we find another Zoltan participation study thing, they will resurrect a crystalline crew from it. Very unlikely at this stage. We've been lucky to find 2 of them. What are we going to get? Pizza wants the weapon. Well, look at that. Pike beam. That is amazingly terrible for the setup that we have right now, because we don't deal with shields. I hate to say it, but we're probably going to have to sell Pike unless we change our strategy here. Yeah, that's a bad weapon for where we are right now, sadly. Scrap is scrap, says Utlor. Yes, it is. Okay, this place has been trying to shut down our engines. That's unfortunate, because we like our engines. They are abusively heavily armed. Oh, God. Combat drone, ion blast, heavy pierce. And I hate to say it, but Pike would be really useful here. Might be better to Pike than to heavy pierce. At least Pike can't miss. But I do like pierce. Pike takes a long time to charge up. Well, I'm talking myself out of it, but I'm still doing it. This is going to hurt so badly. Get on that dodging. We need it. Oh god, we have none of it. Oh no! Oh no, this volley's gonna cane! That's a volley of 6 with a small bomb. Small bomb hits sensors. Oh right, you can't even operate the engines because they're shut down. Oh god. Well, you're gonna be fixing stuff right about now. Combat drones down, weapons on fire, oxygen's on fire. We gotta get out of here. Oh, but because our engines are down, we're not gonna be able to do much. I mean, this can't even really do anything. I can't Pike, got a heavy pierce, but oh, we are so dead. There's nothing we can offer up against this. We've got no dodge, we don't have good enough shields, we're on fire. Oh, well, no, the saving grace skin is that they cloak. Oh, but they are ignoring the whole cloak thing. Oh god. Shields are hurting. Now we can't get out of here. Now we have no shields. Now we can't dodge. What an abusively brutal ship that was. I don't think any player could have gotten out of that fight alive. That was, that kind of actually felt a bit unfair, which is not something I often feel with FTL. Then again, we would have been fine if we hadn't ejected or mind-wiped 8 of our crew, but that is the way things go for Into the Airlock. I can't hold a single thing against Pizza other than his cowardice at the very start. The crew decided to revolt. For that, they all died. But maybe they're happy because they got to watch that Pizza get super burnt. Okay, that's all we have time for. We're not going back to the hangar if we made it this far into the game. If you want your stab at being captain or crew, and we don't have a lot of ships left for it, then you'll have to tune in for the next time that we go into the airlock.